Late last night, the Wall Street Journal broke the news of a landmark nuclear deal between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, one that would allow the Middle Eastern state to build nuclear infrastructure pending congressional approval. This also allows for the possibility of nuclear proliferation, easy for me to say, in the future. Trump's first trip in his second term, it's worth noting, was to the Gulf states, and he has that $400 million plane as a gift from Qatar. The Saudis and the Qataris have benefited because they innately get what drives Trump. He's a transactional guy. So the Saudis give him what he wants, and they get what they want, American technology to enrich uranium, because they give him what he wants. Meanwhile, we are at war with Iran, still, over its development of a nuclear weapon. Former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State and author of the briefing book on Substack, you should check those out, Democratic strategist Joel Rubin joins me now. All right, Joel, I don't want to dumb it down too much and say it's just because Trump praises Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, his first trip as the president in second term. But is that it? Because the Saudis have been wanting this. Is not a new demand. Look, Chris, you should be forgiven for being cynical. That's the only time anybody forgives me for being cynical. But thank you.
Look, I could call President Trump right now the giveaway king. Let's be clear. He does not need to do this. There's no security impetus for giving technology like this to Saudi. In fact, this is diplomatic loss for the United States because the nuclear program was always supposed to be an incentive to Saudi Arabia to normalize with Israel, to have Saudi Arabia join into the Abraham Accords. Well, that's not happening, but it's giving them the technology. Not only the technology, but the idea that they can enrich, that's very dangerous. We should not be allowing new countries to enrich uranium on their soil. If anything, it should be like the UAE, which does not get to enrich, but does have nuclear technology.
I want you to make the devil's advocate case.
Yeah.
Aside from the transactionalism and that Trump likes Mohammed bin Salman, and the Saudis have been good to him.
Yeah.
Why do this? What's the bull case for this?
I think clearly he's afraid of what Saudi Arabia is about to do in our war in Iran, and if he doesn't give them some kind of upside, something to show that we're there to help, he's going to lose their support.
Because he needs that for Iran.
Support. Must have that support for basing, for overflight, for broad Arab support overall. He needs that, and so he's willing to do this. Like he gave the chips, the AI chips to the UAE recently. And I got to tell you, I call him the giveaway king because that MOU on Iran to end the war several weeks ago was a massive giveaway. Amazingly, the Iranians didn't take it, and the Iranians violated the deal. But we gave so many benefits to Iran and got so little in return, and I really worry about this. What are we getting in return? We're not getting hard security gains. Maybe Westinghouse will make more money, but, frankly, this is not necessary.
They make plenty of money. Let me play something that California Democratic Congressman Brad Sherman said today on the Hill.
We are bombing Iran because they insist upon enriching and reprocessing. We are entering into an agreement with Saudi Arabia giving them the green light to reprocess and to enrich. We are, and the only difference I see here is that Westinghouse stands to make an awful lot of money on this deal, whereas the Iranians were not enriching American companies.
I'll admit I didn't think Westinghouse would get as much run on this show as that, but where's the lie in that?
There's no lie in that.
Or where's he wrong?
He's not wrong. Look, Brad Sherman, I got to say, is a security hawk, and he's always been known to be a security hawk. He is against nuclear proliferation as well. That's why he's a hawk on Iran. And so he's making this argument, it's a very clean argument, that we should not be increasing nuclear proliferation in the Middle East when we're fighting a war against nuclear proliferation in the Middle East. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know why it's being done now. And where does it fit in the overall diplomatic objectives of the U.S.? That is not clear either. And it seems like we're giving away something to Saudi without them giving something to us.
Which Donald Trump has said he's the greatest deal maker in the world. And you would think that would add up for him, and it does not, at least to me, and you're much more of an expert, add up. Joel Rubin. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Chris.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.